Steve Nash has got a gash on his eye.
Yeah, he got knocked down.
Oh, that's going to be stitches.
Yeah, he got hit by Tim Duncan.
Steve's going to go get some stitches in the locker room.
I just remember getting beat so many times by Pop and the Spurs that it was just like we had them on the ropes. We're up 3-0. And I remember going in the locker room thinking, okay, just get this blood cleaned up and stop bleeding and all that and get back out there. But by the time, we got it fixed up, my eye had swollen shut.
I mean, I remember that moment Steve got hurt. I don't even know if I understood. The training staff probably understood better because they were treating him. You knew if you could stop the bleeding, and he could get back out there, he was going to play.
He got out there, and I thought, well, let me jump in the deep end, and I pulled up for a three, like on the break, pretty soon after I got in. I think it was the first possession, just to see if it looked like it was going to be anywhere near the 3 hoops that I was seeing, and it went in, and I think that gave me a lot of confidence.
And 3 by Nash.
That was a very memorable series because we have so much respect for the Spurs and how many times we took it on the chin from them. So special time for us.
For him to come back and show his toughness, like sew me up, get me back out there, and he'd get back out. He'd go out, and you could see the eye just continually swelling shut as the game went on, and he just kept playing with one eye and was just as accurate as he was with both.
Nash gets into the lane, puts up a shot, good if it goes, it's gone, and he's fouled.
I don't know how it didn't keep me on the sidelines. I was pretty worried about it. I thought when I initially got hit that it was no big deal. I'll just go get stitched up and come back out. And when they finished stitching me up and it was closed and I couldn't see, I started to think to myself, of course.
We went to San Antonio, and for the first time, we felt real confident against this team, and we ended up sweeping them in a playoff series.
And the Suns are going to win. The Suns do win, and they'll move on to the Western Conference Finals, surprising the basketball world with a 4-game sweep over the San Antonio Spurs.
That's why this is real sweet. He's been waiting to get this done, and I couldn't be happier for a class guy.
We'd come so far, we had such a great opportunity, and obviously I don't want to glorify it and I don't want to make it into fairy tales, but it's been a long time that I haven't been able to beat this team, and I had a great shot at it, so I was just trying to close it out and do everything I could to try to finish it tonight.
Steve, when we closed out that series, he got emotional. I mean, he was, he was very vulnerable at that point.
Emotion sometimes will take over you. In Steve's case, when he persevered through that, devastating eye hit, and to come back and fight with his team and still be able to knock down big shots when he needed it, and then he goes to the locker room and he cries. That shows you how much passion, how much love someone has for the game of basketball.
I couldn't hold back, I've had so many battles with the Spurs.
That just shows you again what it meant. He wanted to be out there with his team. It wasn't about him individually, it was he wanted to beat the Spurs. He wanted the Suns fans to see that happen.
When we saw him crying, we all came over and gave him a hug. That's when we knew, our leader is with us, and we're with him.
Everybody felt, that game, the post game in the locker room, just really what it meant, for the franchise, for the team, and for Steve, and for all the Suns players and fans who have gone through some tough times against the Spurs through the years.
Hey, and as Dad would say, let's get on the big bird and go back to the desert. Okay?
Let's go! Like dynamite! Suns, 1, 2, 3, Suns!